What's up, awesome people? JP here, and I just want to share with you a neat little trick we learned a few years ago in our real estate endeavors that I affectionately refer to as the Bandit sign sneak attack. So what the heck am I talking about? Well, if you've been in real estate for a minute, then you know about bandit signs, right? Why are they called bandit signs? Because like a bandit, you're putting them up on telephone poles and street corners, hoping to catch the attention of those motivated sellers that might happen to be driving by. And they work well. They're a really great way to get fast action in your real estate business, to bring leads in quickly. And there's even some really neat apps that can help automate that process. But here's the rub: code enforcement. Pretty much anywhere you go, it's not legal to put them up, and you're going to get your signs taken down, you're going to get them cut in half, or you're going to get citations that can cost you some coins. But that is where the bandit sign sneak attack comes in. Here's how it works. And full credit where credit's due. I didn't come up with this myself. I learned this from a local pro. I can't remember his or her name, but it was quite a few moons ago. So mystery person in the past who taught me this, full credit goes to you. Thank you for the deals that we have enjoyed as a result of this. So first, you scope out the neighborhoods that you want to be doing deals in, right? Your target markets, and you locate any vacant properties in those target markets. We all know the telltale signs of vacant properties, right? Overgrown grass, mail falling out of the mailbox, phone books stacked up on the doorstep. Yes, they actually still put phone books on your doorstep, at least in our area. So scope out a batch of vacant properties in your target market. We'll just say 50, okay? So you find 50 vacant properties in your target market. You and or people who work for you can probably do that in short order. Then, and this is where the magic happens, you want to go put 50 of your bandit signs right smack in the yards of all 50 of those vacant properties. And I'm talking about right in plain sight. A little pro tip that we discovered is it's a lot of times best to put it like next to a tree or next to a fence, even though you want to make it as visible as you can, because a lot of these properties are bank owned and there's a lawn care service that's going to come by and they're not going to pay attention to your sign in the yard. They're going to mow it over or throw it away. So maybe put it up next to a tree where they can just easily avoid it. But basically you're going to grab an H-frame, you're going to stick that right in the yard of all 50 vacant properties. Then you just sit back and wait for the calls to start coming in, and they will come in from 3 likely sources. First, you might get a call from the homeowner, right? Even if the house is vacant, somebody owns it. They drive by, they see your sign in the yard, and they call up and say, "What the heck is your We Buy Houses sign doing in my yard, dude?" Well, sir, I am so glad you called. I have been wanting to reach out to you about that house, and I wasn't sure how to do it. I tried using my sign, and it worked. So thank you for calling, and I just wanted to reach out and see if you're interested in maybe selling that house. I buy houses for cash, and I love that area. Any interest in selling that house? See what I did there? I just spun the whole tone of the conversation. Now, the second kind of person who you might get a call from, and this is really one of the most interesting aspects of this approach, it's having the neighbors around that house call wondering what the heck is going on, right? Once they see your signs all over for like 10 blocks, they start thinking, man, this guy must be buying up all the houses in the area. Here's the beauty of this. Whenever any of those neighbors happen to be in a motivating situation, if any of them are motivated sellers under the radar that you're not going to know about, well, you're the visible investor in the area. You become the go-to logical choice for them to at least have a conversation with about the possibility of you also buying their house. Boom. And person number 3 who might call you while you're fielding all the calls from neighbors and homeowners that you're going to get, you're definitely going to get calls from other investors in the area who are actively buying and selling houses. And suddenly they see your signs everywhere, right? So when investor John or Mary calls you up and says, "Hey guy, I'm an investor in that part of town and I see your signs all over the place now. What the heck is up?" You simply make the connection, build rapport, add them to your buyers list, because as you start getting deals in that area, as you land legitimate deals from this strategy, you can now have somebody in the area, if you don't already, that you can sell them to. Now, here's the beauty of this, okay? It's not only the steady stream of conversations that you're going to be having with motivated homeowners, neighbors of those vacant houses, and the investors in that area. You may notice one person I left off the list that you're not going to get a call from, and that is code enforcement. Why is that, you ask? Because In reality, code enforcement pays little to no attention to signs placed in residential yards. With your signs placed in the yard of private properties, even bank-owned properties are private properties, right? With your signs in the yards of a private property, not on telephone poles or street corners or in the median somewhere in a high traffic intersection. But with your sign placed in a residential yard, code enforcement pays it little to no attention. I mean, how beautiful is that, really? So that's it, awesome people. Use this strategy well. I guarantee you'll get some results from it. Go out routinely once a month, and either you or just someone who works on your team systematically pick a segment of your target market and find all the vacant houses in that area. Plop your signs right down in the middle of the yards there and let the phone calls start coming in. Let the deals happen. Thanks, guys. Remember to stay awesome. JP out.